Do you know who Asmongold is, the YouTuber, the long-haired hippie, like burnout-looking dude?
No.
Well, he's a really popular YouTube streamer, and he's part owner of a PC company that will send you a pre-built PC. Like they're expensive.
Yeah.
So another YouTuber, Linus Tips, did a review of it, and then Asmongold saw the review of it and watched it live while reacting. And it's the chain of events because then Linus watched him reacting to Linus's review. It's a funny chain of event videos, and I don't know why I don't normally watch like streamers, like especially YouTube. What do they call them? They call them commentary community streamers. But I went down a rabbit hole because I would not call myself a commentary community streamer in any way. But if there's, I talk about shit all the time, so I don't know. I'm getting tired of these labels. I'm not supposed to assume gender, but you're gonna put me in every fucking category you can think of. Like, shut up. Shut up.
I did see a thing the other, maybe 2 days ago, that a dude claiming that he used a VPN to get into like a different country's servers
Uh,
and figured out a lot of like the pro streamers like are playing in like third world countries
or bot lobbies.
lobbies. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bot lobbies, I guess there's a software they can essentially pinpoints which lobbies are bot lobbies, and you can join those, and majority of them are CPU. I mean, I've also heard things like there's been people that, this is more or less a direct quote, or paraphrasing, but it's pretty close, is like, you wouldn't believe how many, like, known streamers are cheating. Now, I think a streamer like Dr. Disrespect isn't cheating. But there's that streamer Nadia that's clearly, as a Call of Duty player who's played since they came out. I'm talking Call of Duty 1. God damn it.
Yeah, she's the one that's like most infamous for cheating, isn't she?
Oh yeah, and she's so like, and then there is something to be said about eye movement, right? Like, there's no reason to look at a second monitor.
Yeah.
Especially at her level, somebody else is helping her with her stream anyways. She's not doing this alone. So she lives in like a streamer house. So there's no reason to be paying, like, there's no reason for when you're, I know there's a reflection, but I mean, look into my fucked up, deeply rooted eyes. If you're playing and you're dead set here, right, and you don't need, regular gamers don't need to look at the keys. So they're not, so you should really never be looking at your keyboard either for any reason. But if you're playing and you're focused, there's no reason to keep going like this. Unless you've got another something over here telling you where people are. Because if you're playing, nothing is going to draw your attention, especially in like Warzone situation. What would draw your attention from this?
Right.
Unless, and it's not just like the occasional like, how's the stream doing? Because I'll do that all the time. I actually monitor my stream because I'm the only one who fucking does it. But there's no reason for, your average player isn't going to take their face off the fucking screen this long unless they're seeing where people are. And then you have videos of her like literally pre-firing into a wall in a pattern that somebody may be running, and then oops, there's the person at the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheating bitch.
Slut. Cunt.
Sure, I mean, maybe
bitch.
That okay, yeah. I don't know about the slut and cunt. I don't know her. Besides, she's a cheating slut and cunt. Ooh. That literally is such a vulgar combination that, like, even Wild West people would
you
do it.
You dang slut and cunt.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, even they'd have been like,
you're the sluttingest, cuntingest girl this side of the Mississippi.
I need to apologize to you because I got a little out of hand and I called you a couple of words that my mom always told me to never call anybody, and I am sorry. We're not London, England.
Cuntingest, sluttiest, bitchiest.
You the sluttiest cunt I know.
Damn woman I ever met.
I mean, maybe that did exist back then. Maybe there just was one dude who's just like, maybe the Wild West incel would have been the one to use that sort of language. Y'all's just a bunch of slut cunts anyways, as he spurs his way out of the saloon. Dude, I want to write a Wild West movie and just make it completely stupid.
Let's do it. I'm down. Are you ready to learn about the USS Texas?
All you ladies know you want to fuck me. U.S. Texas. Let's do it. Tejas.
USS Texas.
On this Thanksgiving, it's officially Happy Thanksgiving, Victor. It is officially midnight. Happy
It is.
Native American smallpox catastrophe day to you, sir.
Yes. I think I'm gonna try to steer us into a couple of fun things before we go. But first, I'm going to tell you about the USS Texas on D-Day. Was part of the storming of, I believe, Omaha Beach.
Okay.
Was firing on German positions.
Uh-huh.
And as the Germans retreated, they got out of reach of the USS Texas guns.
Uh-huh.
Well, the USS Texas flooded one side of the ship
To angle it?
To list to one side to be able to fire further into the German mainland.
I believe
into Normandy.
That was actually a known strategy, but whoever the guy who was commanding it only knew it because it was a historical strategy. And he only knew that because he was a history buff.
Yeah, and nobody thought to do that with steel battleships. It was just him.
That's awesome.
And he was like, yeah, flood the port side. We're going to list.
Dude, how fucking... Like, if you're a German pilot and you're like, haha, stupid American. That was more French. Achtung, American! And you look down and you're like, Scheisse! And it's fucking just angled at you. You just gotta shit a brick, right?
I mean... You think about it, and it's like, that's crazy. Like,
oh, it is. Yeah, like, is that? Are they sinking?
It's got a 50% chance of working.
Are they sinking?
No,
they're not sinking. They're firing. They're firing. I just love the little flat masks. I think Top Gun had that too, and where like there was those scenes where it's like they've got it on, and it's like we're gonna Goose, and then like as soon as the stress happened, it's like Goose, we gotta do this. It's just like, but that's not accurate. You should probably leave that on. Like it's feeding you reciprocating oxygen. What are you doing?
Well, I think it depends on what altitude they're at, but yeah.
I think if you're doing certain levels of G's, you might want a little extra help breathing. You know, for passing out sake and dying and whatnot.
No, I think it's for how far they go into the atmosphere.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure, but I mean, I don't know if the oxygen level has anything to do with sheer G-force.
It doesn't. They do that fucking...
yeah, that... Yeah. Do you think you could withstand that?
I think it's called a Huck maneuver.
First time, would you pass out?
No. Yes.
What? I was going to... Oh, okay, I was going to say, well, okay. You're going to talk shit about me for thinking I could kill a moose in certain circumstances. A small moose.
No. I thought you were going to word it different. So
there's... wording. And I am not known. I'm never faint. Like, I don't pass out. I don't think... I mean, I don't think the human body is trained on average to clench that much. Like, your average dude isn't, doing full-body Kegels, just... including neck and face.
Repeatedly. No, you have to do it, every 2 seconds. You're like...
almost like you're sneezing blood. Just... Yeah. Oh, I'd pass out just from doing that with no G-forces on me.
Could you imagine that a dog fight? Like having to maneuver and think and being like, that
was a fart. Oh, I just shut myself. Shut fucking anything behind. I mean, I don't typically think they want to be maneuvering like that at such high of an altitude, though. But I mean, you're pulling G's, though. So wait, basically, what you don't see in
Top Gun is stupid too because there aren't dog fights anymore.
Well, it's also dumb because when he does the break, and it's just like, haha, they went past us. No, that would hurt you. The pilots, you would be injured.
Also, they would have break too. Like
the upside down thing, literally would have sucked into each other because of the pull from the engines. The engines create such an atmospheric pull that if they were that close to each other, one upside down on the other, the engines themselves would gravitate and pull each other into each other. They would crash. They would the wind vortex from the speed and everything. They would crash into each other. They would have no choice. It would pull into each other.
I'm guessing this is from the new Top Gun because I have
No, the original when he goes above him and takes like the Polaroid.
Oh,
That scene where
nah.
that couldn't happen. Literally they would pull into each other and crash into a fiery awesomeness.
Well,
Goose would have been cooked way earlier.
The other thing too is jets can't follow jets. There's a thing called jet wash, and they don't have oxygen to.
Well, that's why they're always a different out. Like, come on, man, get with it.
Yeah, they have to be.
Get with it.
Yeah.
Largest head ever going down. Huge bitch. Ugh. It doesn't sound like a good blowjob. That sounds like a blowjob that you like. By the end of it, you're just like, stop.
Finish, please.
Stop.
Finish, please.
You can leave, and you just get a squirt gun.
Bitches leave.
Bitches leave. Change on the table. Here's some Canadian loonies, eh?
Your move, punk.
That's what they're called, loonies, right? The coins?
Loonies and toonies, yeah.
Yeah, toonies.
I don't know what the difference is.
Dude, Canadia's goofy. I'm sorry, but like...
Yeah, they throw coins at strippers. It's like they're $1 and $2 marks. I think it's mostly in Alberta.
Fucking going in there playing fucking Super Mario Brothers. Hey, I hood her vagina, I want to smell that coin.
Yeah, no, they try to like flip them at their pussies and shit. It's. I worked for a Canadian, and that was his big thing. He's like, yeah, we throw coins at strippers in Canada.
She's choking. I'm here, and he slaps her in the ass, and it shoots out of her vagina.
But they're worth $1. That's not the same.
It's still weird to toss coins at strippers. This isn't ye old time.
Yeah,
what are they drinking mead at the same time? The fuck?
Have you ever had mead?
No, it sounds awful. I'm not a beer guy.
I had some. It was pretty good.
I had some of this caramel frappuccino mead. It was delicious. It was sparkling.
No, I think you'd like it. Well, it's. I think to be called a mead, it has to be mainly honey.
Really? So it's sweeter then?
Yeah, it's sweet. It's not like.
I'm down with some sweet mead, boy. I'll take some mead then. Pour it on my pancakes.
It's more like a cider, I guess.
Oh, I like cider. You know me, I'm gay, so.
You know me.
See, that's the thing, right? Is when I drink nowadays, which isn't very often, I have two phases. It's either I'm drinking with my wife and it's her sparkly ciders and whatever that shit is, and I get a buzz. Or I'm drinking whiskey or bourbon and I'm getting drunk. That's it. There isn't an in-between. There isn't a rolling goodness. It's buzzed from this shit or hammered from that shit. That happened over the weekend. My wife...
By the way, you were supposed to drink Makers with me today.
I was supposed to, but we should have started that a while ago. We don't have much episode left to even make it funny.
No, it's fine. Maybe Friday. I'm still down to do Friday if you are.
It should be good. I'm not... I guess the days of... it makes me kind of sad. The days of Black Friday shopping are done.
I don't see a reason to fuck with that, dude. I don't know if it's I'm too old or...
Well, see, I'm at that point now, too. Also, the digital era has changed things. Like, there's nothing...
You can order it and pick it up.
You can't really buy
Saturday.
PC games in-store. And at this point, I'm not shopping for my consoles, really. Like, my console is for, like, when I'm over in that area chilling and I want to play something, I've got the console. But most of my gaming is done on my PC. And beyond that, dude, like, when I was young, it was something cool. My family was all together. We were drinking coffee. We were out early. It's one of the few times there wasn't turbulence. But unfortunately, I think it changed the pandemic a lot, too. Like, even before pandemic, Black Friday still had some of that, like, oh, man, we'll go out. We'll wait in line. I'll get a fucking good TV. I'll get a cheap TV. And I don't even think that exists now. I think even that's like, nah, dude, Amazon has them, or Target can order for shipping, or you know what I mean? Everything's all the deals are already there. By the way, there is really no like be here early.
No, I noticed on I think it was Home Depot that like their Black Friday stuff, they're already showing it to me, and I can order it and pick it up on Saturday or Sunday. Like,
already on sale.
Yeah, it's like order it now.
Yeah, do you remember when it used to be you didn't get the Black Friday circular till Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
You got it on Thanksgiving. Everybody looked at it. At least this is how when I was a kid and we'd go to Michigan at my grandmother's for Thanksgiving. They'd all look through it, all the women. They'd decide which stores they're gonna go to. And the kids and everybody, we'd all tag along and they would do their crazy white woman thing. And, Tim and I we weren't buying anything. My dad, we would go look at like shit with my dad because we didn't give a fuck about stuff my mom was buying. We were boys. We wanted to look at video games and music and fucking movies and shit.
Yeah, that's where Black Friday really got me was movies like, new releases being $10 and shit like that.
See
like
that
when I used to.
That's where Best Buy makes.
I always wanted to have I want the DVDs. I want to have the DVDs, and now I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, that's where also Best Buy makes me sad because there was a time where I would go into Best Buy. They had such a good selection of Blu-rays that I would go in there, and Jeremy and I would go in there. God, maybe once a month, once every couple months, and he'd walk out with a stack this big. I'd walk out with a stack this big. I mean, each time we'd go in there, they were good prices. You'd go in there and you'd find, these movies that you didn't even know were on Blu-ray. They were on sale for $5.99. It was easy to walk out of Best Buy with 5 or 6 when you meant to go in there and look at a fucking blender.
Dude, my favorite thing to do was to go to Walmart, or I think Best Buy had them.
The bin?
No, but
I found a lot of good movies in that bin.
No, but for $10.99 to find Lethal Weapon 1 through 4 on 2 discs.
Oh, okay.
And be yeah.
And that's where digital kills it too. Because you don't see them, the Lethal Weapon in particular, the cheapest I've ever seen it was $15 for all 1080p, full whatever transfers for all 4 of them.
I'm just talking about regular DVD too,
I can't do DVD. I will not watch a fucking DVD anymore. Unless it's a movie that isn't made on any sort of HD format or digital HD format, I'll watch it then, but unless I absolutely have to, it's the only way to watch a movie, I will not watch a DVD. Fuck that.
Well, I'm not a snob. Sorry.
I'm not a snob.
Not a snob.
You're living in the past.
Well, I'm talking about fucking 10 years ago. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, nowadays, could you watch a DVD, though?
I don't know. I haven't tried. Everything is streaming.
Exactly, and I guarantee you would put in the DVD, and you go, fuck this, it's got to be streaming somewhere. Doesn't matter what the fucking movie is.
I don't know about that, but
you would immediately check all of the, whatever you pay for, Hulu, Netflix, before you watch that movie on DVD, you would on your phone run through every streaming service if they have it, and only if they didn't have it, and it wasn't on sale for $5 and you weren't going to outright buy it digital, you would literally go through every measure before watching the DVD. I would.
Maybe. I do
I'd
not
suck
understand
a dick to not watch it on DVD.
I don't understand the buying things digitally. I'll rent things. I don't understand the buying.
Why? I don't understand, the problem is because you don't buy it, you don't get shit on sale. So at face value, everything's full price to you. The truth is, the same movie you rent for $7, $5, I wait till it comes on sale for $9.99, $7.99, and I don't.
Well, the other thing is I watch about a movie a month, so
I watch a lot more than I literally have a podcast about reviewing movies, which
yes.
I need to.
Yes, you do.
I need to watch. The fuck do I need to watch? I gotta watch something. Oh, I gotta watch that new white hate movie, Nope.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's white hate. I know that
I'm assuming it's white hate.
Candyman was definitely an anti-white movie, and I will go toe to toe with anybody that says otherwise. And I'm not even saying it's not a good movie. I enjoyed the piss out of it. I thought it was well done, but I'm not going to ignore the blatant anti-white. It's basically, the way I can make the equivalency is if a white director made a movie where every single bad guy in the film was a black man, no matter what. Literally.
So the original Candyman.
No. See, that's the other thing. This is technically a sequel, not a reboot. But the original Candyman had a stronger story because literally the only thing that they based this Candyman venture off of is essentially police brutality and racial injustice. Now, the original Candyman story is Candyman was either with a white woman or got accused of being with a white woman. I don't remember if it was legitimately with her or not. But then they
Emmett Till-ish.
Yeah, they lynched him somewhat like Emmett Till, and then they covered him in bees until he died. That's where he gets his bees thing. And so so that's a legitimate backing of like, okay, this is an ancient, essentially at this point, evil that you created with your own evil. Makes sense. The new one literally boils down to this Candyman. I mean, there's literally, for one thing, it's the south side of Chicago, and all of these cop units show up, and they're all Irish, white, flat-foot looking men. Literally 8 carloads of cops, or 5 carloads. It's more than 2 units. It's like 5 SUVs full of cops come out. They're all white men on the south side of Chicago. First issue,
they try to keep the white men out of, I believe.
If you've never been to the south side of Chicago and you've never come up against south side police, 75% of them are black.
I would think so, or Hispanic, depending on the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're the minority in the south side of Chicago police force is because of the neighborhoods that the south side consists of and the demographics they consist of. Yeah, there's not. I mean, there's white, but white really doesn't start in the police forces until you start getting south suburbs. Then it gets a little different because that's more of a white area, and it is what it is. And
then maybe Bridgeport. I'm sure there's some Southside Irish in the Bridgeport.
Pilsen, you'd imagine there's a lot of Mexicana and Southside Irish.
There's probably there's some white dudes in there.
Southside Irish, shut the fuck up. You're not Irish.
I fucking hate Southside Irish.
You're not Irish. You're just white. You're white. So what? Shut up. Nobody cares.
We're Southside Irish. It's like nobody says they're Northside Irish. They just say they're Irish.
You never hear an Italian talking shit about how they only get Little Italy as their spot, do you?
Well,
I mean, they got pizza, and that's fucking everywhere. So maybe I'm wrong there. I don't know, man. It's just like this idea that like there was that, and then literally there's this.
I hate the Southside Irish. Let's just get that clear. They might as well be
100%. Every year I'm this close to driving my van down the Irish parade. Oh, by the way, did you know they stopped it for several years? Not because of the pandemic, but because of too many fights breaking out during it?
Yeah, between white people.
Stupid dude, Southside. If I could nuke or just mob, I just want to mob the strip of the Southside Irish parade every year so we can just wipe them. They're literally the Jersey Shore of Southside of Chicago. It's fucking ridiculous.
No, yeah, it's crazy. And they really do describe themselves as Southside Irish. Like, they don't say that they're just
tattooed it on them. They got them tattooed Southside Irish. They got the Celtic things on their calf. I don't know why they want Celtic things on their calf, but that's where they put them. It sucks. Then you go to this parade and they're just nothing but drunks. And here, don't get me wrong. Go down to the north side at any Wrigleyville bar at any time. They're all hammered white people. But this is more of like I'm trash, but like, eh.
No, this is like, man, well, on the north side, you have Italians that are in there that are like, it's just a reason to drink, eh? Like,
I've come to the idea that we Americans don't know piss about drinking. And no, we don't, because the Europeans start at like 13.
Well, yes.
Also, like the French can't have hard liquor, but they can have wine at lunch. Like, yes. Americans don't know dick about drinking. And it's not just the allowing, it's the educating, right? Once again, America comes through and they preach, what does America always preach? Abstinence. So that's what we preach, right? So we preach don't drink. You can't drink till you're 21. Why not? Well, because you're not mature enough. In Europe, I have friends from the Dutchland, the Netherlands. And for them, liquor is liquor. Liquor is something that, and it's also, while people do drink it to an excess, it's essentially another beverage for them.
Well, I think a thing in Europe is that I don't know so much in Ireland or Scotland, but beer is one thing, liquor is a different thing.
Europe isn't except for like the Russians and shit. The Slavic like their liquor.
Oh yeah, they like their vodka.
The potato vodka.
And then the Irish like their whiskey.
Irish like whatever they can get their hands on.
Also true, but like I don't think in England, like I think they go down to the pub for a pint. They really mean they're just having a pint or 8.
Or
but
what that's the
they're
thing
not
is,
drinking liquor.
even if they have 8, they've been drinking since they were 12. So like their tolerance is fucking.
Yeah, but they're not. I guess this is a American concept.
They're not binge drinking.
I think they're not binge drinking, and they're not having something called a starfucker, which is 3 different liquors mixed together.
Okay, so I gotta be honest with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is nothing against the dude who does them. But have you ever seen the black, like, Jamaican dude who's always making, like, different types of jungle juice and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, those videos annoy me, right? Because it really is, like, all you have to do is point to one of those videos of why third worlds hate the Americas, right? Because here you have this dude who's like, today we're going to make the punch for you. And
I know exactly who you're talking about, too.
And it's fucking 6 gallons of sugar, 6 gallons of liquor, and it's like,
yeah,
why are we promoting this? And then I go to McDonald's. I know I shouldn't be going to McDonald's in the first place and critiquing what they advertise.
We're not talking about it because I had McDonald's for lunch today out of necessity.
Here's the thing. Every now and then, McDonald's hits a spot. And I do wonder if that's just culturally through, like, your dad took you to McDonald's, your mom took you to McDonald's.
It probably is. And actually, I didn't even want it. It was purely out of necessity.
It's there. You were hungry. You needed sustenance. And McDonald's is everywhere. It's fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're also in Texas. Your options don't get better as far as health than McDonald's. Taco Bell, maybe. Like, and Subway's garbage. Subway is literally trash. I don't include that on the food spectrum.
I'd rather go to Whataburger.
But it's not better for you. It's still a goddamn butter burger with fries and whatever else you get. Like, that's the thing is, like, fast food, especially in Texas, because you guys have so many. Like, you can go to a gas station and get fucking barbecue burritos. I go to the gas station. I can get microwave sandwiches that just a little corner of them is crunchy because they got too much heat.
That is a thing. Tacos and like fried chicken at gas stations are a big thing.
And here's the thing: some South Side compared to the North Side, somewhat has that. You know that where you see like this gas station, you may get shot going there, but you can get seafood and chicken at this gas station.
Yeah, JJ Hooks.
Yeah, JJ Hooks. So like, I get that from that perspective. Also, I do wish that I can get on the Waffle House craze. Like, Illinois needs some Waffle Houses that are legit Waffle Houses, not just like, hey, we're a Waffle House or hey, we're Pancake House. I don't like Pancake House. I want Waffle House. There's, what's
Waffle House, the chain's pretty good.
You have Waffle House. I got this fucking, we're the original Pancake House. And then there's this other, and that's franchised around here. And then you got this other fucking place that is, I can't remember what it's called. This guy, Huck Finn's. And my wife is like, oh, this, I grew up with this place. I love it. I was like, okay. I go there. I order the chicken fried steak, right? Not bad. It's chicken fried steak, extra salty. It always is when whatever they use canned gravy. Yeah. They don't make it themselves. But the problem I had is they were also known for their donuts. So I got some donuts to go. One bite, I realized that they fry the donuts in the same oil as the chicken fried steak.
Yeah, that's an issue. That's actually my issue.
Right then and there, I was like, I love you, baby, but this place is shit.
That's my issue with Sonic. Certain Sonics, usually when they're in the shittier neighborhoods, you can taste that they fry like churros and other shit when I get like onion rings.
They just put in a Sonic Express out here, which is a Sonic but with like 4, car hop spaces in a drive-through. Yeah. I went to them once and all I got was a corn dog because A, I fucking love corn dogs, and B, the rest of the menu didn't fully appeal to me for the price it was when I got Taco Bell down the road, McDonald's. Like, it's expensive for average diner food. Minus the foot-long hot dog. I'm always in favor of or chili dog if that's your vote. But I did see that they started like a value menu now. Or like a buy 2 for $6 or some shit. So I do want to go there and explore it again because Sonic is really popular. And just because I haven't had it really around me, I've like corn dog. Jen literally, when she had her surgery, there was a Sonic I don't know, it was like 15 minutes away, but I was just sitting in the car doing nothing, so I was like, fuck it. All I got was a corn dog, because I'm looking at the menu, I'm trying not to eat this shit, and all it is garbage for you, and it's not like, you're not getting anything special, I guess. Unless you're going for a limeade, which is all sugar, you know what I mean, or a freeze.
Yeah, dude, those are refreshing on a hot summer day.
Oh, I know, but like, that's the thing is,
no,
if you're outside, if you're outside getting it out, where it's like, you know what, I need these sugars because my lunch was cigarettes and half a sandwich. That makes total sense. But like these fucking people that I'm going to Sonic, or worse, they have Sonic delivered to their homes, and it's you're literally just having 100 grams of sugar delivered to you along with how much trans fats and death in there. Happy hour. What happy hour? There's no happy hour. If you got to go back to work, I'm not happy. If I got to leave this place and go to work, not happy.
All these places that do happy hour, I think Starbucks does it now too. Happy hour.
Well, Dunkin' Donuts has it, which I like because it's $2 for any size iced coffee, and in a pinch, Dunkin' Donuts works.
I like Dunkin' Donuts. Don't get me wrong. But my thing is,
I'll tell you my gripe with that. Go on.
Well, there's people that are like, I have to get the happy hour, and it's like, bitch, you work. Like,
you don't understand. I get double stars at happy hour, you fucking pig. That's when your Karen turns into like a villain from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Why are you not at work? It's 2 to 4.
I get a fucking $1 off.
That was perfect. Thank you. That was perfect.
You're welcome. I know you love the zoom in. I know it. I gotta say, this is 2 great episodes. We can just be total trash from right here on end. And I gotta bleep out a bunch of stuff for the first episode. But we could literally not be funny or entertaining and just keep going. And we still got 2 solid episodes.
Well, I'm gonna say, favorite Christmas song, let's fucking...
Fuck, dude, I don't know. What's the Elvis one? My wife loves the Elvis one. So, okay, so does your wife have these things? Does your wife have any family members that are dead? I don't remember. Like mama, dada, they dead?
I mean, people died, yeah.
No, is her mother, father dead? Or a close auntie that was ever close to
her? Not a close aunt.
Okay,
yeah,
so then you probably have an experience. My wife, whose father is unfortunately passed, along with my dead mom, certain things will...
Sorry.
You broke me.
I know.
Certain things will trigger her. And like, so certain Christmas songs, if she hears The Doors being played, because his favorite band, and I gotta be honest with you, the Doors thing gets me a little bit, because I remember one of his, because I've known my wife for it'll be 14 years in March, and through a lot of that, I did deal with her mother and my mother, her mother's shit, my mother's shit, her father's shit. Jen and I were the only ones dealing with it. And I felt bad for her because she was going, from work to the old folks' home. Well, not old folks, but the home he was in, and because he was medically, her mother and sister couldn't. Yeah. Well, it wasn't even hospice. This was just a place in Orland Hills that, because his mom and sister couldn't take care of him, so the insurance said, well, they can be placed here. And so she was going, and it was killing her. But I remember one of the times before he got put, for one thing, he got put on a respirator at one point. Before that, he was in the car, and he started to mentally degrade. And Jen was in the back seat, and he was just kind of like a little out of it. So I threw on The Doors for him. His favorite song, I believe it was either Riders on the Storm, which is also my favorite, or another one. But he got it, and he's getting it, and he's like, and so like, my wife, we get home, and she goes, "Thank you for doing that." And she had tears in her eyes. And so shit like that will trigger her. And I always feel bad because I'm like the Terminator. Like, you could literally go, I fucked your dead mom's corpse, and I just... Like, I don't know, and it's not that I didn't love her and I don't miss her, but, like, I don't know, like, she's gone. I don't think people understand that about death. They want to hold on, and I feel bad because my wife is an emotional person. I think people want to hold on to the emotions.
I could understand, same thing as you, like, you saying you fucked my mom's not dead, but like you saying you fucked my mom's corpse does not affect me at all. Like, whatever.
But even if you went serious, right, and you said something that was something true, and it wasn't a goof, even then, it's like I'm gonna defend her.
No,
Like,
but I could see where not so much with other people around, I don't think. I think I could hold it together with other people around. But if I was alone and say like maybe my dad's favorite song came on,
oh yeah.
I could see where
Well,
it
no,
would get
no, don't get me wrong.
the
I don't want to sound like a
cogs
piece of shit. I
rolling.
have my moments.
Yeah.
The way I have experienced grief with the whole thing is fairly simple. It's most days I don't think about it. It's just not there. I have life going on. I have schedule, streaming, podcast, editing, everything that goes into trying to make money doing what we're doing. I have and I'm busy, and my wife is busy, and those things you don't think about them every day. Just 90% of the time you don't. Then you have it's 3 in the morning and your mind is tired, or it's 9 a.m. and you just woke up because you didn't go to bed till 4 in the morning, and your mind is tired. And for me, I've noticed it's a downfall or it's a trigger. So it's like something will trigger the emotion, whether it be a soldier coming home video or whatever. One of those things that whatever hits you, and then it spirals into like, you think about that person. Your mind goes for a second like, okay, now that you've allowed me to basically feel for this moment, I've got some shit I've got to feel. And that's really when it comes. And I think, how do I put this? This is kind of a weird, serious topic, but I don't know I'm sure you read that Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger. From Power Rangers. Did you watch Power Rangers as a kid? Okay. Well,
yeah, I did, but not that I remember.
He was the most popular, the original Green Ranger. Blah blah blah. He just died, killed himself, and what they're thinking is his wife just said she was going to divorce him, and he eventually offed himself. But I do think part of it is men don't allow an outlet. And I think part of it's men's fault, but a big part of it's society's fault, because society doesn't allow men an outlet. You as a guy, what outlet do you have? And don't get me wrong, I'm sure your wife, much like mine, it can be and is that outlet for certain things. But if you don't want to turn to your wife,
not her,
what outlet do you have? Besides me. If we're not doing this, what outlet do you have? Because you're not going to the bars anymore either.
Right.
We don't have outlets for men. Men aren't designed to have those. That's why men drink. That's why when men get in a group, we act the way we do, and we are who we are, because that's where we can be who we are.
No, it's like even when I go to the bar, if something my wife was doing was bothering me or anything, I wouldn't even talk about it. It was just nice to be around other dudes.
I think that's a big part of. I think that's a big part of what drives women crazy. I don't think women can sit in a room together without some sort of tension happening somewhere.
Well, it's the same thing with like women are real quick to talk shit like, I don't need you, I don't need this, I don't need you.
Oh.
And it's the reality is I don't need you either.
Well, so I know somebody that they've been in a relationship for a good time, years at this point. They're not married, and I was talking to her about things, and her first go-to was, I don't need you, I don't need your money. Was her, like, in her head, that was her thinking. And it's right. Like, I guess my only thought, like, at the time was like, how could you boil your relationship down to that?
I mean,
no, my thing is, like, you can't be in a very happy relationship if that's always in the forefront of, I can leave you because I don't need you. Like, you are essentially, you are reducing your relationship somewhere there to not be significant enough. You know what I mean?
And maybe I'm damaged from watching other dudes in trades and stuff. But thing that's always stuck with me, because we're not really married.
Common law. How long you guys been together? Does common law? Does Texas have common law?
For sure.
Why aren't you married?
Yeah.
Why do you let your little bastard run around like that?
Fuck you.
I don't understand. You are in Texas, home of God, and you let your child run around a bastard. Why have you not proposed to your lovely wife?
I don't think Texas is that. It is to an extent. I don't think it's as bad.
It's not Alabama or Georgia.
No, it's not as bad as like the Bible Belt. But
no.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, why haven't you at least proposed to her? Go get her a nice ring.
I have proposed to her. So we're engaged, I guess.
You guys just living in sin. Why? So tell me, I want to deep dive into this. Why haven't you guys gotten married? I'm sorry, I gotta change my lights. I feel like I'm in Darth Vader's asshole every 5 seconds.
To an extent, I just don't see. I'll go to a courthouse and just get married. I don't really care.
That's the way the wife and I did it. I'll tell you my disaster wedding day story when you're done.
Okay, well, but then she's like, well, I want to do this, and then it turns into like a fucking $5,000 thing, and I'm like, I don't want to do.
For
that.
one thing, she wants she wants a real wedding, and $5,000 is cheap.
I'm really just looking at like that. That's just renting a hall and like beer and food.
So you really wouldn't give her a wedding for $5,000?
I can think of better ways to spend $5,000.
So can I. That's not the question.
Well, that was the answer.
If she came to you tomorrow and she said, you know what? I spit out that bastard child of ours for you. I've stayed with you. You need to marry me. What would your response be?
Yeah, let's go to the courthouse.
And if she then goes, no, it won't be a $5,000 wedding, but it's going to have to be enough to do the wedding in our backyard.
I mean, maybe we can talk about it, but...
You're still looking at a couple grand, because we're not talking making the food ourselves, we're catering.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So,
you are so... You literally stuck it in at least once, man. Marry that woman. Get it, because you have a kid?
Stick it in plenty. No, I mean...
Damn it, Victor. You're not supposed to let the Jesus hear that.
My whole thing, like, it's just such a religious thing. Like, it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna disagree with the religion, because while my wife was raised Catholic, I was raised Demigorgon. So I don't have any religious, so hence why if Jen really wanted to get married in a Catholic church, we couldn't, because I'm hellspawn. Fortunately, that wasn't a deal with her.
Well, you can. You just have to take some classes with the priest
and then get baptized.
I don't think you have to be baptized.
My thing is at her tenure, I want to be able to. In the Father and the Holy Son, and dude, the fucking Pope. Just fuck the Pope.
It's the Father, the Son, the Holy. Fuck the Pope. Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and something else.
Padre, the Madre, tomorrow, Tuesday. Whatever they say in Latin.
Tomorrow, Tuesday.
Nobody fucking speaks Latin. I don't know what they say. But no. I forgot what I was saying.
The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and it's something else. What the fuck?
Father, Son, Holy Spirit, in Jesus' name, amen, I thought, isn't it?
No,
the Father, Son, and Holy... That's the Holy Trinity. And... Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Oh, yeah. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yeah, I guess maybe that is. Maybe dude, Holy Spirit.
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if it's like, welcome back to Christian Rock Radio. We have the Holy Trinity with us, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Jesus in His name, amen. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play you some Ghost, which is the dude's a known Satanist.
We have welcome back to Christian Rock Radio. We have the Holy Trinity here. Onions, celery, and onion and carrots.
That is really the Holy Trinity. You are right. Goes in everything. You can substitute celery with bell pepper.
Yes, but it's a nice mirepoix.
I do love celery in everything. I'm making for Thanksgiving today.
Dude, you should see my stock.
I'll be making my stuffing, which is amazing if I say so myself.
You will say that yourself because I have not tasted it.
I gotta look up how long it takes to cook a 22-pound turkey in my awesome new oven. Are you smoking yours?
Actually, I'm not in charge of making a turkey this year.
The fuck who's in charge? Her dad?
No, her aunt.
What? Tell that butch bitch to fuck off.
No, she does pretty good. I smoked a turkey for myself on Sunday.
You fucking. I can't do it on Thursday. I'll do it for myself on Sunday. My day of leisure, you
Dude,
fucks.
it's the best way to eat a fucking turkey. I don't give a fuck.
We're going. See, I was tempted to air fry my turkey because I do have the oven with the convection in it.
Yeah.
But that could come out horribly wrong.
Well, you have your dad that doesn't like seasoning, so.
Well, I still season it because he doesn't eat the skin.
Oh my god!
So
what
he's not going to get
white
the
bastard.
I do like turkey skin as long as it's crunchy.
Yeah, yeah.
So
well,
my thinking is I'm going to do it until it's cooked, right? At the regular bake temperature, and then when it's just about there, I'm going to crank it up to 450 on the air fry to crispy golden that out a little bit. Thinking that's the way to go.
But 22 pounds, man, you might want to think about it. You might be a little late to the game, but you might want to think about spatchcocking it.
What the fuck did you just say to me? What is that?
You flip it over and you cut its neck out, and then you break the breastbone.
Oh no! Come on, ain't gonna take that long.
SPATCH cock.
Dude, for a 21 to 24 pound turkey, $4.25 for 4 to 4.5 hours. Wait, hold on. I didn't click the article.
That seems high.
I didn't click the article. I just looked at the fucking headline. I'm sorry. Brine your bird, motherfuckers.
Oh, no, brining is a big thing. You can run that heat up to 425 if you brine it. But you're too late for a brine.
How long to cook a turkey at 350? 21 to 22 pounds, 4.5 to 4 3/4 of an hour. Bro, it's midnight. My turkey's fully fucking thawed, right? I'll get up at, I don't have to get up at 6 in the morning. I got a fucking stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'm going to get up at probably 8 or 9, throw it in. Jen will take care of the rest. And then after my stream, I'll make some sides. What, you got to piss? You got to stir the stock? Which is it? I'm in a text chain with people, and my texts apparently are the last to be received by anybody. I'm gonna take my gun and climb a clock tower. Smoke menthols. That's literally what cigarette ads were. It's just like, literally a kid's just getting bullied in the corner of an alley, and he's taking lumps, and he's like, "You okay, Timmy?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Here, have a Marlboro. Make you feel better."
9 out of 10 doctors agree.
Yes. Smoke the menthol for more clarity. Are you tired of the gunk in your lungs? You need a menthol, Timmy.
All right, bitch. Stop fucking ducking me. Favorite Christmas song. Let's go.
All right, hold on. I gotta look up a list of Christmas songs. Because I can't just I can name the
Here,
obvious
I'll tell you what,
ones.
I'll go first.
Uh-huh.
Number one, I have a tie for number one. Because they're different styles.
Okay.
The tie is Carol of the Bells by Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Ooh, okay, that's probably my number one.
Tied with it is Step Into Christmas, Elton John.
You have mentioned your love for that before.
Yes, I love that song.
You know, what about the Frank Sinatra? Jingle bells, I fucked your mom.
No, I'm not. And then, actually...
I'm not. I'm just not. Feliz Navidad. Ding, 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 ding. Last Christmas, I gave you a tug.
Last Christmas.
That's the new school, right?
Gave you me heart.
Come on, what about a Holly Jolly Christmas? That's a classic.
I was gonna tell you in a close second is the really religious songs that I like.
Oh, you like the ones that you can carol to.
Like Oh Holy Night, I'm into it.
Holy Night's, Holy Night, maybe because of Home Alone. Because they play it at the end of the movie when they reunite.
Maybe.
Liminal, bro. We're all being programmed.
But No.
So do you prefer the live Bruce Springsteen cut of Santa Claus is Coming to Town or the Jackson 5 version?
I don't like either.
Sadist. What about Let It Snow? Frank Sinatra. Let It Snow. Colombian. Snow. No? That's an alternate version.
I really like Little Drummer Boy. I'm okay with it.
What about Mele Kaliki Maka is the thing to say?
Funny story. I wore out a fucking VHS tape watching that on Christmas vacation. Because that's when he
the
was
pool scene?
That girl.
You could have watched the real pool scene with Phoebe Cates, who shows the tatas. They never show anything in that scene. That whole scene is inspired by the Phoebe Cates scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. There's a real scene of that where she actually shows her tits.
I was like 9 and fucking repeating that scene.
I get it. I burned out
to where my mom still like
I burned
talk shit about it.
DVD copy of Not Another Teen Movie. I didn't think you could break DVDs, but you can by continuously fast forwarding and playing and rewinding and playing. Should have figured out the bookmark system, I guess.
Or like the American Pie.
Yeah, dude. To all fairness, Not Another Teen Movie literally had a girl that just walked around naked. Like literally just for no reason. She was foreign exchange student.
Were they making fun of American Pie?
Yep.
I don't remember Not Another Teen Movie that good.
I have not. You know what it was? Is Chris Evans, Captain America. The scene that you may recognize is because I think they had it in the trailer. Was where he's like, "Now how about a banana split?" And he's got like whipped cream on his chest, and then like the whole scene that they cut away, and then in the rated R version you see in theaters, he's got a banana hanging out of his ass. But that's one of the first, like, where Chris Evans was like, "Hey, I'm Goofy Van Wilder guy."
I don't remember any of that.
You need to look it up and educate yourself, man. You need to fucking educate yourself. You just run around ignorant, man.
All right, Lars.
Kanye West says white lives
that's
matter.
What you sound like. You sound like a Lars.
I'm Lars, and I'm fucking. After all these years, my drumming is not improved, man.
It's actually gotten worse.
You know, I don't know why, but when I play the drums, if I want to roll, I gotta do this I'm a little drummer boy. What is up with the way he hits that fucking snare drum? Da, da, da. He's like basically Lars thinks he's in the fucking Blue Man Group, dude. He fucking
he can't play double bass.
I mean, he can keep a basic rhythm, but there is no crazy there's no machine gunning from Lars.
But he played better double bass in like the 80s than he did in the 90s.
He was younger and less rich and less filled with fucking creams and lotions and other things he uses to keep his body together.
Well, Dave Lombardo can still fucking blast beats. So if Dave Lombardo can still fucking blast beats, so can he.
Dave Lombardo didn't have the amount of financial success Lars did. Does.
True. Still.
Dave Lombardo doesn't have mansions he can fall asleep in and all around the fucking world. Like Dave Lombardo... Like, come on.
Also, I think Lars was rich before Metallica. Anyway.
His dad was well off. Yes, they were wealthy. Yeah. I mean, he was like a champion level tennis player for his.
Yeah.
He was. That was what he was going to be. Was a fucking tennis player. Then he went to the U.S. and was a rock star. You're gonna hate me for saying this, but I think Twisted Sister has a better origin story than fucking Metallica. There's a documentary out there called, I think, We Are Twisted or We Are Twisted Sister. Basically, it was just some dudes from the fucking Bronx or some area in New York where it's just like no goodnicks who were all playing in local bands. And they show some like the old school live footage and they're doing covers and stuff. And even at that point, Dee Snider is in glam. He's basically Bowie, but he's like hard rock Bowie. And it was at the time where like Queen was top of the charts and Bowie was top of the charts in like the mid 70s. I don't know, man. If you ever get a chance, I used to think of like, you know,
I would check that out.
I used to think of Twisted Sister as like, okay, they had like they're the like I want a rock band, and the dude is the guy who fought against the fucking censorship. But other than that, is anyone a huge, like, does anybody throw on fucking the Strangeland soundtrack and go, man, fucking Twisted Sister? Because Dee Snider directed that film. Secret Place! That was in the trailer.
I don't know about that you're talking about, but there's some other tracks by them that are good. I mean, they're fine. I'll never say they're my favorite.
Well, that's the problem I have with 80s hair metal in any capacity. The only way I see myself listening to that is if I'm in the car and it's on the radio. Like, you'll never catch me going, you know what, man, let me throw some Twisted Sister on my playlist. In fact, let me go to my Twisted Sister playlist. It's got 3 songs on it. Twisted
Sister, no. But every once in a while, for some reason, I either need to listen to...
Hold on. Are we synced here? Because I'm thinking you're going to say, every now and then you need to listen to either some Guns N' Roses or some Motley Crue.
Also true, but that's not where I was going.
Fuck, never mind, I suck.
But it is true. I don't mind Guns N' Roses and Motley.
I do like Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses. I do end Motley Crue, though, at Generation Swine.
I don't know how much I'd call them hair metal as opposed to just heavy metal.
Crue was hair metal in the Smoking in the Boys' Room, that era.
But that's a cover.
But that was hair metal era. I mean, you got to remember, though, Crue was some of the original hair metal. I mean, they were out on the strip with their makeup and their glam hair. And
I know their look.
Are you talking about the stylistically, like it wasn't Poison? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. It's not Poison. It's not Def Leppard. It's not.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah, it's not pour some sugar on me.
Yeah, no. They were
also, Sebastian Bach sucks, bro.
I like some Skid Row tunes, but yeah.
Fuck Sebastian Bach. Have you ever seen the video of the dude from Jackyl going on Tom Green's show? And he chainsaws his desk and legitimately pisses off Tom Green?
No.
Yeah, he does. He does the thing, and he's like, yeah, you know, I guess it's funny to come in here and chainsaw my custom $2,000 desk. And the guy's like, what? And he's like, yeah, you know, we had that custom made for the show. It was like $2,000, right? Right, Tom?
Are you sure that wasn't a bit?
Absolutely. I've watched it a bunch of times because it makes me laugh every time. All you have to do is YouTube it, and it's literally the singer from Jackyl who also does the thing at Sturgis. He's got that whole thing. Jesse J or whatever the fuck is Jesse, weird guy with Chainsaw Jones. He comes out, does his chainsaws the desk, cuts it up, and then in half, and he was legitimately pissed. I implore everybody to watch it because it's fucking hilarious.